What's up everybody, this is Kevin Hansen. In this video I'm going to be talking about a yard that is in our schedule. I refer to it as a fill yard. Not this specific yard, but just lawns like this in general. They are a fill type yard just to fill up my schedule. They're not gorgeous, they're not beautiful, maybe the bushes are overgrown, maybe they don't want a bunch of maintenance, but it's not like the 5-star lawn. It's the lawn that is the bread and butter of my company. So this specific lawn takes us an average of between on a real good day when everything's dry and you're able to fly through it, maybe 5 minutes, and on a low day where it takes a long time, maybe we had rain the week before and everything's a little overgrown and we had to skip it, it's going to take us a maximum of about 15 minutes. So all in all, I budget this property at a half a man hour. I know that with 2 people we can knock this out in 15 minutes, and so you have 15 minutes times 2 equals a half hour. That is half a man hour. And this specific property is one that I had before I was taking on $50 minimums. So this property is actually $40, and like I said, we're in and out in 30 minutes max. So this brings us to an $80 man hour rate. We can knock out generally about 4 of these an hour, which brings us to $160 revenue that our business can generate when we are on this type of route doing these type of fill lawns. So I have no problem taking these in and just making these part of my schedule because they're a money maker type of yard, even though I'm not getting the extras like bush trimming. Although on this specific property I do trim the bushes about twice a year. They get absolutely crazy and it makes for one massive cleanup. Normally when I'm trimming the bushes, I mean, you can kind of take a look around, but I do that off a time-based schedule, and normally we're making about anywhere from $300 to $500 off of trimming the bushes, trimming up the grasses. Now, like the monkey grass that you see in the flower bed, we don't trim that with hand shears or anything like that. We actually go in and we lower that down with our weed eaters when we're doing that. That's not the best way to trim that grass. It'll actually leave kind of a rough end, but it does grow out and it looks just fine. Now this backyard, as you can see, this is what makes this kind of an odd yard for us. This is one of the last yards that I have from my push mowing days. So when I first took this on, I would have push mowed this backyard. Since then, I have completely removed push mowers from my business. So since this yard's small enough, we still tackle it with weed eaters. When there's 2 of us, it goes real fast, but normally there's only 1 of us back here because I jump to the next property down the street and I mow that while James is doing this. Then we come back, then I come back to this property, I pick up James, we drive up the road, he hits the other one with an edger, I weed eat and blow off. So I mean, we're just in and out, and between those 2 properties, it's 30 minutes total that we're actually out working, and we're able to knock out those 2. Now the one up the road is a $50 lawn. So, we made $90 in 30 minutes. Pretty decent. Now, the first thing that I did when I actually started weed eating the backyard is I went around, if you noticed, and I trimmed everything around the edges. So, that makes it to where I can do nice big wide swaths, weed eating, a big nice path, and we're able to knock that out real quick. And I can almost guarantee that we're able to knock this backyard out in about the same time as a push mower, if not a little quicker. But I feel like it's less fatigue. I go at a relaxed pace. I used to do this stuff real fast, and I've talked about this in other videos where you get to swinging real fast and you're pivoting, and it kind of puts a lot of pressure on your knees. It'll wear out your knee quite a bit. But all in all, this lawn looks pretty good for the method that we use, and the client has no problem with it. There used to be some larger trees back here, so there was actually a lot of fescue. It's starting to die off on that one side of the yard that we use to enter the yard, but overall the actual turf has stayed pretty decent. So we are wrapping up this yard and we're moving out. And as we progress out, there's this little section of the side of the house that I'm not able to fit the mower on because, as you noticed, I put the 61-inch on the front yard to be as efficient as possible. We want to make sure that we're knocking these out as quick as possible, but also leaving a professional cut. So we went ahead and did that, and then on top of that, what you're about to see here is there was a large limb in the backyard, and what I do is I'll actually pick those up and I'll haul those away. That's no extra cost to my clients. If I do have to bust out the chainsaw, then I'll charge a little extra, and I just let them know that. But if it's just a smaller limb, that's kind of the perks to having that big box on the back of my truck. I'm able to use this as an extra selling point to my clients when I pick them up and let them know, hey, I'm going to pick up these extra limbs at no cost to you. So if you do have a limb fall and I don't have to bust out the chainsaw, I'm just going to pick it up, we're going to haul it away. So all that said, this video is wrapping up. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like these type of videos, I make a ton of them. So just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're able to see future content. Now for the phrase of the day, let's do quick and easy. Put that down in the comments and I'll know that you made it this far into the video. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.